Nicolas series here, and this is another episode of Let's Try Orwell. Ignorance is strength. Now, I was planning to make this more of a daily kind of thing, but one thing leads to another in the real world. Yeah, I know, real world to gamers is like, what's that? Anyway, if I remember correctly, the last episode of this Let's Try. Jeez, how did I dismiss this? The last episode of this of our Let's Try of Orwell, we found out that actually we didn't find out much of anything. That a man was threatened, Oleg, by a man named Raban, and we found out Raban was from another country. He's an immigrant who was damaged during a civil war that involved the nation, and the nation I currently work for as a IT guy. Well, not really an IT guy. I think there's an actual title for what my character is. Let me figure out. Okay, so this one has to be the one that we're working on. So hopefully this one is the one that we're working on. So one of the reasons I like this game is not only does it kind of use all the parts of the brain that isn't all about like quick reflexes and whatnot, it kind of uses your ability to judge. And I really hope that more games take note of these kind of games, the idea that, okay, personal opinion actually matters. For instance, Watch Dogs tried to do that with the whole, okay, I'm going to take money from random people. When you realize, okay, well, this person is a single mom, and she makes $2,500, whatever, do I really want to take $1,000 of that? You know, but in a game like the first original Watch Dogs, you don't really think about that all too much. You just kind of go, okay, I'm just going to take money, and I don't give a hoo-ha about who I take it from. So I like games that kind of make you go, okay, well, is this really right? Or is this wrong? So here we are in the game. We need to find a motive for Raban's threat against Oleg. Find a way how that's, I don't think that's proper. Find a way how Raban was able to contact Oleg, because Oleg was a government informant. So technically, for you to be able to contact him, you would have to have that kind of information. Find the whereabouts of Oleg, the missing guy who was threatened by Raban, and find the key to Oleg's phone and unlock it. Now, that's a lot of things to try to figure out. How do I close? Okay. So, let's see what we have to look into. I almost think they want us to look for more information, so I'm going to have to search to see if there's anything that I missed data-wise. The nation is corrupt, and its corrupt leadership and all of their deluded flock who elected them carry the weight of the freedom plots upon their shoulders. Not important. Thanks to the people's voice and our efforts to get the fact out to the people, the situation in the nation has received. Raban has actively calmed the situation recently. I don't think that's true. I think that's more opinionated than that. Let's see here. Let's see, is there anything else? Now this website is the People's Voice. This is something that Raban is actually the editor-in-chief of, with his brother here, the lead editor. People's Voice is supported by the Angels of the Nation Network. Volunteer team. See, that might be important, because Raban has a series of emails, and we don't really know who, but it talks about the idea of the writer being someone that supports him and his cause. So supported by a national donation network. If we were to prove that Raban is using the donations for something harmful, we can pull the plug on them. And another reason I like this game, because it kind of shows the danger of what happens if a group or even an organization like the nation, or a nation for that matter, has too much information on their hands. How much damage can they cause? And, based upon the individual, i.e., me, the guy going through all these small little pieces of information, what is accessible? What is too much information to be put online and everything else? So, here it says, for all we know, Kazart is being controlled by the nation's shady administration, which that's not really fact. Actually, I probably should go back to that and see what it says about it. Now, it says here, believes that the Pargese president to be nation controlled, like a puppet. That makes sense. For him to think that, but it actually makes sense. So there's that discussion on what have you done, Raban? So let's look into that. Had nothing to do with Oleg. That's Oleg's last name. I just can't. He admitted to having called and threatened Oleg, denies being involved. Now, the information that he admitted having called and threatened him is important, but denied being involved in its disappearance might not be informative really enough. But I'm gonna add it anyway, because apparently the game is waiting for me to do something. Come on. There we go. Mixes truth and lies adaptly to trick people. Take whatever he publishes with a grain of salt, as they are typically few truths. Be very, very careful when dealing with him, Agent. I have to rely solely on you. Now, that's my boss, you guys remember from the last episode, and she's very harsh when it comes to what I'm looking for. Now, another thing that we found out last time with Raban, he was a principal at the school that he taught in Pregasian, and I think this is the actual piece of information they want me to actually analyze. The explosion, which was, let me read down to a small box here. Lost his ability to walk to being buried under concrete blocks after a TPF, which is the terrorist unit in Pregasian, and they supposedly attacked the school. However, that's not what he believes. He believes this. It was a military bombardment that wounded me severely. He lost his ability to walk through the being buried as a consequence of a military bombing of his school in Prava. These words. This one he blames the military. The other one is the terrorist fault. So the question is, which one are we going to accept to be as truth? Now the game wants you to believe that, okay, well, the government, you're working for the government, they don't want you to look for that kind of information. So the question is, what do you honestly believe? Do you believe the media, which is controlled by the nation, or do you believe this individual is controlled by hate? And I think this is what they want me to make a choice about. Wow. That's another part of it. Why would the military bombard the school? Alright, now another thing that is important about this is that apparently Oleg has a daughter that Raban was watching for the longest time. We don't know when he stopped watching her, even if he stopped watching her. However, she was 11, I believe, whenever he actually took her underneath his care. And I think she was 14 whenever the bombing happened. Sorry. So the question is, was she actually there? Now, Oleg supposedly worked for the government, so why would the government kind of like, give me a second, I need to reduce this tone so that it doesn't ring. It's gonna ring. It's gonna ring. It's definitely gonna ring because I understand. There we go. At least I can hear it. If she wasn't there, the school record says she was, but we don't know whether she was or wasn't. So, alright, one thing at a time then. Now, it doesn't say that he believes that that one group or the other did it. It's saying these things as facts, so that's the important thing to kind of rely on, because that's what the boss is going to say, or at least going to see. I can't be on this forever. Who wrote this one? The Nation wrote this one. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to side with what Raban says about the incident, about the whole idea being that the government bombed it. But I'm trying to find out where that was. And I cannot. I'm just gonna go with that one. And have her yell at me. Here we go. Pregasian Army. This indicates that. Oh, so it wasn't the Nation. It was the Pregasian Army, but the Pregasian government is supposedly being controlled by the Nation. So I guess this kind of works out. Might have indeed been involved in the attack, which doesn't make any sense. I've seen enough. I believe we have significantly proven Oleg to be involved in the attack. See this. I almost want to reload, but then again, Raban believes that Oleg is responsible, so that's why this kind of works in that train of thought kind of thing. I would help a little bit. He must be out for revenge, which makes sense, because he's not attacking the government per se. He attacked Oleg allegedly. So the fact that Oleg has kept his role in this from us all this time is not doing him any favors. There will be consequences. Wow. There's still a part of me that's like, I really wish I did it. I know he was one of the people in charge during the school attack, since knowing what would happen, he did not let his daughter attend school. But the school, and I'll show you guys right now, will say that she was actually there. Where is that? Here we go. Records of attendance. Here we go. There. This is Oleg's daughter right here. It says that she was present there. But I know that cannot be the case. No, because if that was the case, then would he really switch over to the Nation? Yes, if the Pregasian government was responsible, he'd probably switch over to the Nation. But if they're working hand in hand, that wouldn't make any sense. I have to believe that he's telling the truth in the idea that she was not there that day. So, oh, wrong profile. So this belongs to Oleg. That's quite the coincidence there, isn't it? Oleg, what have you done? This could very well mean Oleg is directly involved in the attack on the school. See, these two pieces of information doesn't seem all that relevant. He's being attacked about him allegedly threatening Oleg. I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. Not a... What piece of information am I actually missing? Maybe at this point I should just throw everything in, you know? Just... What the hell? So you start threatening people? So this belongs to... Like, by now this part of my investigation would have been over. I know it would have been, you know... This is what happened. I hope you don't expect me to feel pity for Raban. I don't. Yeah, one the other. Nation burns again. To get facts to the people of the situation as recently. No, I don't. Actually, once again, those are just opinions. But these are the whole thing. Or we know. Believes. Okay, this might be actually important. I've seen the meme before. The nation would have zero factual benefit from control over Pregase. I guess we're treading into territories where facts aren't given any weight. Come on, boss. Call it a day. She wants me to fill all this in. Like, I can't imagine what else that they want me to look into. A real charmer after all that. The office has learned about him, which is not overly surprising after that phone call, I guess. He won't stop exploiting assaults and misfortunes of the nations for his own end. This moment isn't any different. I can't help but wonder what the donation network of his would say if someone tipped him towards his statement. Oops. Oh, I think I tipped it in towards a favor. And it's the last one. This will make time pass and the donators will reply. Oh please, I remember asking you not to give me any misinformation to work with. How does statement look to you? Does it look like legitimate? Perhaps picking you as an agent wasn't the best. I'm out of choices here, lady. I'm still out of choices. Wait, alright, so Oleg. Hold on. I remember it usually says that the keyword happens to be a word. Oh my god. Open sesame. Alright, let's see what we can find. Sadly enough, I put all the other crap stuff in and I lost time. We have his phone number. Who are these other two people? Well, one person. Melissa. We have information for this guy. So technically we have his phone number. We can hack into his phone. We can trace Raven's calls to and from his mobile phone within the listener tool. Unknown person calling Raven. Of course I want to tune in. Let's see what we find.
Karen, my love.
Hey.
Having a good day?
Yeah. So far so good.
She doesn't sound like
I called to
happy.
tell you I'll be home late today. I'm sorry.
Again? They don't pay you enough for all the time you give them.
It's not about payment, and you know that. These people rely on me. They need me.
Yeah? Well, I need my wife at home with me some of the time. Am I asking for too much?
Raban, not so long ago you were among them. You have been in their position.
Yes, I know that. So was Ilya, so were the others. Yet none of us were national soldiers responsible for invading and ravaging countries. If it weren't for them driving refugees out in the first place, why, we wouldn't need these camps.
This again? We talked about this multiple times.
I'm well aware that this extra time you spend there is for her, isn't it?
Raban, she is... I'm worried, that's all. She's more reclusive now than ever. Something isn't right.
One more reason to avoid her.
You want me to cherry pick who deserves my assistance and who doesn't? All people get the same treatment, the same attention. That's my mandate. I thought you loved that about me.
I do. You're right. Of course you are. You always are. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, are you good with me getting home late tonight then?
I am.
Thank you.
I will be waiting for
choice
you.
about it.
No, don't wait. It might get late.
Well, I can hardly go anywhere else.
You shouldn't say things like that. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
See you.
conversation over. Alright, let's see what we can gather here. Karen obviously is his wife. That we got from the beginning of the conversation. Married to a Karen Rort. Makes me wonder how it feels to be married to this guy. I'm losing time. 2 dead after the second explosion? Crap. National soldiers responsible for invading and ravaging countries. If it wasn't for them, I believe the army of the nation invaded and ravaged. Portuguese. Excuse me. Carbonated soda. Invasion? Our efforts in Portuguese were justified operations to restore and keep the peace. And we succeeded, if I might add that. He still lost his leg, lady. Call sympathy on my part. I feel I don't understand it. Alright, let's see what else is there. Mail phone. I fear that my cover might have been blown. I suspect Raban to be behind it. If it's true, this could seriously hurt us. Am now proceeding according to the protocol for a situation like this. Moving to secret location in order to conceal my whereabouts. Alright, so we know 2 things. One, it says here, try to warn the office about him supposedly having been revealed by Raban. That's very important. And she is... I'm waiting for it. Yep, he tried to warn about Raban having compromised his cover. The question is, how did he do that? How did he know? Keep looking for an answer. There must be something we haven't found out about this mess yet. We went to the secret location. Went into hiding according to plan. So apparently there's some kind of plan. Plan set by his handler, which should be something that the office should have somewhere. It's supposed to mean hiding? You mean voluntarily? There's no plan which includes going and hiding anywhere. Wait a minute, wait. This also means that he's not dead. If he's not dead, then Raban never did anything other than potentially found copies that belong to the government about his, who he is, what he did, and everything else. Which that's illegal, but it's not murder. It's not kidnapping. At least not yet. And she says there's no plans about anything about going into hiding. Alright. This is the army photo. Do you think I can take this? Nope. Why would he have a picture of this? And I'm not seeing anything in it. And who has only 2 pictures on their phone? There we go. That's where he was in the past 20. He was in Prava? Or at least is, maybe. He's in his former hometown. Peculiar. Why is he hiding over there, or rather, from whom? Raban? Excellent work. We will retrieve Oleg once we have a clear picture as to why he has gone missing in the first place and what that call meant. That's the guy in the picture. That's the other person that he called, maybe? Other than that, there's nothing. I guess it's a government phone, so you can't really have that many pictures. Wait, if this is a government phone, and this picture is of when he was in the army, that guy's gonna be important later. Okay. The backlash of, I'll read that later. Let me check out the news for this. Headlines. Wait a minute. 2 dead after a second explosion at a university? Killed 2 students. Connection to yesterday's assault. At least 2 people dead, 3 injured. Once again, letter has been received just before the crime. Half an hour ago, an explosion occurred at the campus of Bontown University. According to latest reports, at least 2 people were killed, with a further 3rd injured severely. The area was evacuated immediately. According to yet unconfirmed statement, the city administration office of Bontown received an anonymous letter just minutes prior to the detonation, which again contained the first three stanzas of the German folk song that read, I'm not going to read the German words because, once again, butchering things is not my thing. The thoughts are free, exactly like the letter received before the assault on the Freedom Plaza yesterday. We will inform you of any development in this event as soon as further details are available. Well, there's that, and there's a rival. What we encountered in this safe country of the nation was not what we had expected. This is written by Raban. A while ago. Why is this new if it was written a while ago? It looks like it was written over 6 years ago. Alright, I'm not gonna read the whole thing. We were assigned... Alright, that shows the current location, and it talks about his wife. 6 years ago was a social worker. Let me do the social worker thing first. That'll be 5:30. I hope she's not planning to storm anything then. Do you find this odd as I do? Not really. Not really at all. And where he was assigned to. That's important. Raven's calling his brother. Let's tune in.
Iliovat speaking.
Brother?
Oh, hey Raban. I didn't expect you to call. I'm getting ready for work. I have no idea what's going on with the donations. I swear they were working, and I haven't changed anything in the back end.
Forget the donations. I need your abilities as my co-writer. You must write me an article.
Right now, is it important?
It is.
What do you want me to write about?
There has been a second assault in Bonton, at Stelligan University.
Another one? Oh, wow. They really have got a situation here, don't they?
We need to cover it. Draw attention to how the government is failing its people.
I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to pull it off at work. I feel like they're watching me already.
Do you stand with me, brother? Or has the nation's corruption and wealth finally swayed your sympathies?
Raban, I stand with you. I told you this.
Then I have faith in you, brother.
Are you preparing a statement about these threats? This has to stop. Are you gonna say something?
Yes.
Ah, great. Finally.
And it is going to be the most remarkable statement I have ever made. The destruction of the cooperation between Cassett and Blaine.
Destruction? How?
Patience, brother. It won't be long now. Take care of the article.
Okay, I will do my best to get it done for you. Give me about an hour for the draft. I'll put it in the back end.
Good. I'll be waiting. Until later.
Yeah. Until then.
Well, shit. There's that. Alright, so what do we have here? Destruction of the cooperation between the nation and... Oh, man. What is he planning here? I am actually trying to track down a potential terrorist here. We got a little hubris going, haven't we? No such thing will happen. Excuse me. These two countries working together is the best thing that could have ever happened. Why destroy it? I'm paraphrasing. Please know that what I'm reading and what I'm saying tends to sometimes change. Your ability as a co-writer. I thought you guys knew that. That was off the website, but I guess, you know, I need to stop adding everything. I need to only add the important things, and then the back end add everything else. And this one's gonna hurt. We regret to inform you that we have temporarily suspended our recurring financial support of your endeavors. Our team has become aware of you using our donations to support a cause or causes directly or indirectly for violating our term of use. As you know, Angels of the Nation is an independent, non-profit organization with the intention to support beneficial causes and or directed our employees. We strictly enforce a zero-tolerance policy on endorsements or incitement of aggressive acts or violent behavior of any kind, which we have been made aware of your blog has engaged in recently. The payments will remain suspended while we further investigate the allegations. Afterwards, we will decide on whether to continue our payments or to permanently terminate our support. If you'd like to obtain the suspension or assist in resolving the allegations against you, please contact me, yada yada yada. Damien Ferguson, representative of the Angels of the Nation. Well, that's a big blow to the voice of the people. But that was definitely all my boss is doing. Question is, what's left? National Immigration Database? Because now that we know where he was, we can actually track down. So there's a picture. Once again, not as important as the serial number, which we now have. What else is there? Data registration. Alright, that's going to be important. And so will... The article's already out. Right after the security bill came into effect, bad timing for their point of view, I guess. Bad timing from their point of view, I guess. This is going to be important because this is where we get the access to his computer. Excellent. With that, we will be able to glimpse directly into the lines and probably useful data on our target. I'm just looking to see, maybe there's something else that I'm missing. There's always something else. So for right now, let's check this out. Freedom Plaza to do? Well, damn! That's incriminating. Apparently he was there. Actually, you know what? Back end. This looks like something that... Was this on Oleg's government phone? But what is this? It says camera ID right here. There you go. But it means nothing, so... He talked to the leader of the nation there. So they were friends when they were at school, so why would Oleg be responsible for the bombing at his school? Wait. Okay, that might be important. Some kind of deal going on at the school. This strongly backs the theory of Oleg being involved in the attack on the school. I want to say this is Karen. And this is obviously Raban. How a guy in a wheelchair does all of this? It's quite a... This is before the accident. Obviously in a wheelchair. Alright, look. There's a lot of information here. Look in the trash. A token of my appreciation for your blog. Ooh. Wait, so they were technically working together up until 3 days ago. I found something you might find very interesting. I've done some digging through the documents, and there was even a phone number of a device they issued to this guy. Okay, so this is something David found, not that Oleg found. No need to thank me. This proves that what you've been writing about for such a long time, make everyone see it now. You're a fan. This is important, but even more important is Oleg's a fan. Cute. Is this buddy? Operation Flying Dog. The number for Oleg protected office phone is out there. This can't be happening. And this is something that Dave was responsible for. Dave Johns. Okay, so Dave Johns was the reason that his contact information got released. And this is how Raban got a hold of him. Who knows how many other people have this information now. This is a complete disaster. You've gathered all we need. No. I will get an intervention team ready for a local base, from a local base near Prava, to go and look for Oleg. We're on the way. Now let me try and make some sense of everything we gathered. I need to decide how we should approach this. Raban was a school principal back in Prava, Pargese. He was also the teacher of Oleg's daughter, who went to fight in the Pregasian Army. Oleg fought in the army. The school was bombarded by military fire. Raban managed to save the students by leading them to the shelter he built, but lost his ability to walk. Based on the information we have collected, it is possible Oleg was involved in the attack somehow. It's also possible that Raban learned about it and plotted revenge. If we had been aware of his involvement in this act of aggression towards the school, we never would have recruited him. Now Oleg is hiding out somewhere in Prava for whatever reason. This is it, the theory about the situation we're facing. We will make sure to deal with it accordingly. The intervention team is in place. I'm switching over to command. I'll let you listen via the listening tool. I wanted to see what this Operation Flying Dog was about.
Echo 1 reporting. Come in, Command.
Commander's reading you.
We have arrived at the designated location.
What is it like?
Sorry, Command. I don't quite follow.
The location? Tell me what you see.
Looks like ruins of a school that has been hit by a large explosive. Possibly an airstrike.
He went
Maybe
back to the
artillery
school?
fire.
Why?
Can you traverse the ruins?
Affirmative. But the damage is catastrophic. Are you sure the target is around?
Absolutely. Move in and keep me posted at all times. Describe to me everything you see.
Understood. Echo Squad, move in. Entering primary hallway now. The hallway has been severely damaged. You can see the sky right through multiple stories. Some parts are completely caved in. Proceed with caution, Echo Squad. The damage definitely originated some time ago. There's vegetation spreading all over the place. There are some adjacent rooms that seem rather intact. Echo 2, Echo 4, clear them. Rooms are clear. Lots of bags lying around. There are still some geometrical drawings on the chalkboard. The place was clearly left in a hurry. Moving into the next corridor. There's... Oh, shit!
What is it?
Part of the ceiling gave way. Nearly hit one of our operatives. Status, Echo Squad. Dust off.
Ugh. Can you proceed?
Affirmative.
Lady.
Do it.
Roger. Moving on now.
Status?
All clear. No traces of the target. Some doors are blocked by debris, but there's zero chance they have been opened recently.
Listen, I need you to find the target person. He is around.
There's a basement stairwell that we haven't checked yet. Moving there now. Watch your corners, Echo Squad.
It must be the basement bomb shelter.
Not much left here either. The projectile went right through half the building like a hot knife through butter. Hate to say it, but we may be out of luck. Wait, found something. There's a hatch leading further down. Looks used recently.
Finally, proceed.
Affirmative. This is the school's library, still intact. Someone put a lot of effort into turning this into some sort of autonomous bomb shelter. And they succeeded. Even the power is still on. From what I can tell, this thing even has working surveillance cams on the walls.
Huh. Peculiar. Maybe Bakay is able to use them. Proceed with caution.
Definitely wouldn't want to. Movement! Get down! Get down! Echo Squad, contain the target!
It's the target. It has to be.
Oleg Bakay, we know you're here. There is no way out of this shelter. Throw your weapons into the middle of the room and come out from your position with your hands on your head. Visual on target. Identity confirmed. It is Oleg Bakay. Your order.
Bakay has been proven to be a traitor to the office.
Wait.
He is a liability as long as he is alive. Terminate him.
Whoa, whoa. What?
Report in.
Target down. Oleg Bakay is dead.
Very well. Mission accomplished. Make sure the area is secure, then disengage.
Understood. Echo Squad, move out!
No need to do that. We had questions. I had questions. I had so many fucking questions. Oh. It isn't. He's dead. Oleg was arrested by soldiers of the nation after an incident during the Civil War, only to be released again later and placed as a spy within the Pregasian Army. The document shows how the administration of the national government, pulled strings inside the army in order to... What am I looking at? Porco leaks. Oh, kind of like WikiLeaks, but different. Knowledge is power. We give the power back to the people. Alright. Damn it, I knew I knew he must have been revealed. This changes everything. If Oleg's secret is out there, then that's how Raban came across the information. It might have played a role in the call. Agent, I hate to say it, but this new perspective on the situation we have to put. You seem to already have done that. If you know any hints it's possible disloyalty of our agent towards us, you need to let me know immediately. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of freaked. There was no reason to shoot him, even if it was a terrorist or even a traitor. Yeah, this is just like WikiLeaks. Yeah. That's what it's looking like. And I can upload information, apparently. And I'm definitely not doing that with the balls looking over my shoulder. Why do you say there's still something here for me to look at? Oh, okay, this is the article that the Nation wrote saying that, it's not as bad as people saying. I know that just without even... It really has me messed up, man. I'm not lying. Like, shoot. He's dead. I'm sorry if I shocked you there. Oleg endangered our efforts and our other agents, by extension, even you. We cannot tolerate that. We could have interrogated him, figured out what all he knew. Technically, all we know is that his cover was compromised, and that might not have been his fault. I would have warned you beforehand, but I feared you would have second thoughts. We must not be hindered by emotions. Screw you, lady. I will learn what it means. You will learn what it means to be part of the office. Take this as your first lesson. With time, you will. Is that the terrorist unit? TVP? No, the People's Voice. That's what that is. It's streaming? 7:30. So what is Raban streaming? The government of the nation is lying to you. I'm not the smartest man in any room, but I'm pretty sure that was the called hit on Oleg. I hereby present to you the actual proof of this. I hereby present you actual proof that the national government has been lying to everyone all along. The government of the nation is lying.
My dear followers, yes, this is exactly what you think it is. I found Oleg Bakay. What you see before you is an image obtained from a surveillance camera feed from the ruins of my old school, showing him among soldiers of the nation. These highly trained professionals cowardly shot him, a soldier in service of the Pregasian Army, while he was hiding away from them. Now, as shocking as that image may be to you, the heinous nature of the national government is laid bare before you. Through their propaganda machine called the National Beholder, they dared to make their false allegations against me and the people's voice as a whole. They claimed I'd be responsible for Bakay's disappearance, when it was them all along. But why would they murder a fellow soldier when President Kassat and Prime Minister Blaine are such close friends, you might ask? Oleg Bakay was the person responsible for the attack on Prava Secondary, the school I had been principal of a long time ago. And they knew it. They knew the moment he'd turn up dead, everyone would blame me. They took a life, only to shut me up once and for all. But the people's voice cannot be silenced. So what is there to do for you, my dear followers, against the oppressive force of the national government and the Kassat regime? Do not listen to their corrupt and manipulative media outlets. Do not fail to remind Kassat what has transpired here today. Do not let them sweep this under the carpet, to pass the buck, to influence you with such outrageously false information, to take a life to manipulate your thoughts. Or you may be next. Stand up for your rights and resist Kassat. Resist Blaine. Let's retake our country from President Puppet.
And I'm guessing everything underneath that is just transcript. The surveillance cameras, lady. Oh, really? Severe repercussions, you think? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean complete for the day? I'm missing something here. Okay, it's gone, I guess. And this is the article his brother's writing. Obviously not finished. What am I looking for? Seen that before. Seen that before. Seen that before. Boston City inner city map. I wish I could look that up too. Seen that one before. Damn it. Okay, that's system files, nothing new. Let's see if I'm wrong person. And I got time. It's not like they're gonna fire me for overtime. My goodness, this is this is crazy. This is fucked up. This is. I have plenty of pictures to use for them if I ever get tired of one. Okay, I already did that one. Damn, I keep doing the wrong one. That looks like him, doesn't it? That looks like Oleg. And this proved that he had the surveillance camera in the bomb shelter. We had no idea that was a bomb shelter. That's where the operative shot Oleg. Alright guys, that's all I have time for. That's all I have energy for, because I am drained. This is fun and crazy at the same notion, you know? Alright guys, that's all I got for today. I gotta get going. Other things I gotta take care of today. With that being said, it's fun. I'm hoping I can do it again sometime this week. And I hope you guys follow me. Once again, if you were chatting in the chats, I'm sorry I wasn't able to look at it. It's only me, so I can't like multitask like that, or else I'm going to be always on my phone looking back and forth. I'm trying to ignore it back there. Wow. Alright. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next level. Later.